Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Ethereal Moods. As this is my very first YouTube video, I thought it would be fitting to walk you through the making of Ostara, a watercolor painting that celebrates spring, vitality, new life, and new beginnings. Ostara is a Germanic goddess that lent her name to Easter, a symbol we commonly associate with the resuscitation of Christ, but if you prefer, a symbol for rebirth. I personally feel renewed and refreshed at this time of year. My inspiration is heightened by the bright colors popping out everywhere in nature, and my creative juices are flowing again. I feel excited to begin 1,000 projects, such as this YouTube channel. Before getting started with the painting process, I made sure that my drawing was detailed enough. This means that I paid careful attention to proportions and to the anatomy of the face and the hands. I think the drawing is foundation to a good painting. It's basically the skeleton that supports the whole piece. For Ostara, I spent several hours just on the line drawing. I like to use a 2H pencil to avoid smudging or muddying the colors. Once I was happy with my drawing, I could begin the painting process. I first applied a light layer or wash of watercolor to all the elements within my painting. I focused mostly on their overall colors without worrying too much about their values or shaping them into 3D forms. As a rule of thumb, I like to begin a painting by applying the least saturated hues first. This means that I like to start by laying down neutral colors like brown, grays, skin tones. I find this a useful trick that helps me assess how vibrant and saturated I should paint the remaining elements of my composition. I think it keeps me from overdoing it with bright colors, which can be very tempting at times. From my experience, in order to have bright elements pop out, it's important to balance them with enough neutral and dull colors. I think it's softer and more pleasing to the eye. This is the reason why I kept the hair blank for so long. I was waiting to assess the overall picture before choosing its color. Because I felt that there were enough colorful accents with the birds and the leaves and the flowers, I decided to paint it black to maintain the harmony of the picture. Once I had applied a basic wash of paint to all the areas, I was ready to begin sculpting the form with darkest tones. At this point, I find it helpful to look at my reference picture carefully and to put down a few of the darkest darks as a point of reference. I have a tendency to paint my subjects too light, and I end up layering and layering washes of paint for hours, which is quite time-consuming, to be honest. If you're like me, be bold. Try painting some of the darkest areas and build your midtones after. You can see that I use this technique on the branches of the trees, as well as on her facial features, on her arms, body, and hands. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope that this video inspired you to pick up your brushes and go create something new. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and you can also subscribe to my blossoming YouTube channel, where I'll be uploading content like this frequently from now on. You can also find me on Instagram at ethereal_moods, and I'll be putting a link in the video description. Thank you, bye bye.